Okay, I'm in the grocery store. We got the outshine bars here. I'm gonna check the batch number. A617503, September 2027. Okay, so we have to check that against the numbers that we have, against the recall numbers, and see if that's a recalled one. I just checked, and yes, it is on the recall list, so I'm gonna let them know at the front desk. At the when I yeah, guys. So I told the cashier I didn't want to record it. I didn't want to record her or anything like that. But I told the cashier that they have products on their shelves that have been recalled, and she kind of looked at me like a deer in the headlights. She didn't seem to really know what to do. The main guy I wanted to talk to was dealing with another situation at the time. There was some crazy lady in the store yelling, screaming obscenities. He was dealing with that. Not to mention, it's a Spanish-speaking store. So I wanted to speak to the person that spoke the best English, and that was the girl that I got. And I made sure, I said, ¿Quién hablar lo mejor español? Inglés, I know a little Spanish, but I didn't want to try to tell them this in Spanish. I wanted to speak to somebody who spoke English. So I got her, and I told her, and I didn't watch her go do anything about it or anything like that, but I told her multiple times which ones they were, and I tried to make sure that she understood what I was talking about, and she did, but I just don't know if she did anything about it. So I'm going to have to go back and check, because listen, I was 2 seconds away from buying another box. If I didn't see that recall, I would have bought another box. I just ate 4 last night. So there would have been nothing to stop me from buying another box. Nothing. If I didn't see that recall. That's how important my channel is. Because there's a lot of people who didn't hear about it and only heard about it through my channel. Even though I'm only getting 10 views, if that. But guess what? Those 10 people, I actually know them. Okay? And they didn't know about that recall. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, talk about hitting close to home. That's more than hitting close to home. That's hitting home. That's in home. That's at home. They're contaminated with glass. I was 2 seconds away from eating glass. Tearing up my esophagus, tearing up my whole inner linings, my intestines, everything. It would have just ran right through and tore up everything. That is such a scary thought. That is a scary thought. I mean, seriously. Seriously. I don't even know what to think, man. It's like, I could have died. It's wild. So we got to get the word out. Because guess what? If that happened to me, that's happening to a bunch of other people right now who didn't get the message. If that can happen to me, that's happening to a bunch of other people right now who did not get the message. And right now they go into the grocery store, maybe my grocery store in my neighborhood, and they're buying them and they're eating them. So we got to spread this around. Spread it around as much as possible. Just send it out, because how many other food recalls? I got to get on the food recall list and know about all the food recalls now. Every day, whatever new food recalls come out, I need to know. Because we can't rely on the grocery store. They should have a procedure where they check the recall list every day, every single morning, and they pull whatever is on there. They should be getting notifications on their phone. Food recall. And they immediately go pull whatever it is. That's not part of the procedure? That's not part of the daily operations? That should be standard across the board in any kind of food service. Grocery stores, restaurants, gas stations, Anywhere that sells food, whether it's cooked or not, that should be the standard. You get the app on your phone. It's called the Recall app, the Recall List app. And you set notifications. It's mandatory notifications. You can't turn the notifications off on this app. That's how serious it is. They should have one of those for consumers. I'm gonna have to check. I'm gonna check on that and get back to y'all. Cause they probably got it. They probably already got that. People getting caught in the rain. That's so funny. Yeah, I am going to check on that, my friends. I'm going to check on that because they should have that. How do we know about these recalls? Well, we got to just Google it every day. If there's not an app for that, that's a huge opportunity for somebody to make one. I'm going to have to check that out, look into it. So yeah, guys, stay tuned on this. You know, watch your back out there. Be careful. Make your own food as much as you can. And stay safe. Okay? This has been another episode of I Want a Supervisor. I do want a supervisor. I want a supervisor at these grocery stores. I mean, seriously. I need a supervisor from these grocery stores to talk to and say, hey, what's going on with the recalls? Why do you have recalled food on your shelves? Okay, this is what we need to talk to a supervisor about right now. You know, I kind of named my channel that out of, kind of making fun of people who always ask for supervisors. But most, the times that I see it happening, they don't need a supervisor. They need to check themselves. They need to supervise themselves. But there are situations where you really do need a supervisor. Like right now, I need a supervisor to talk to about this. I need the who controls the regulations for the grocery stores. Like, who's in charge of that? I need some answers. Okay, I don't want to get all down in the weeds in this thing, but I mean, we're talking about glass contamination here. I mean, that's no joke. And I was 2 seconds away from being a victim of it. I really feel like I got a second chance. Unbelievable, man. Whew. Okay. Anyway, yeah, let me see if they got that app. Let me look about some things, and I'll get back to you guys. Okay, stay tuned. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Much love.